All right, and welcome back to Slushie Review. This is Keith,
And this is Chris.
and today we are reviewing and wrapping up, for now, our Spider-Man series with Spider-Man Far From Home. It's been a long time, Chris.
Well, yes, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I don't know why I sung that, but shit happens. As of right now, we are wrapping up Spider-Man. So we did the first trilogy. Great. We did the second trilogy. The second two-parter. Also great. And now we are doing the sequel to Homecoming, which is Far From Home. And then after that, sometime in the distant but near future, we will be doing No Way Home?
Yes.
No Way Home. I was lost. I had no idea. So yeah. That's all I got. Actually, no. We are doing slushies today. Strawberry lemonade.
Delicious.
So good, right? I tasted it. I was like, this is delicious, actually.
I like it.
This was a good choice. I'm happy you let me pick, because this was a good choice.
I let you pick.
Yeah, well, you did.
I said I trusted your judgment.
Same.
I wasn't like, you know what? No, you get to choose today.
Same. Either way, we're back with a new setup, guys. I got a new computer. That's the only thing that's new because the Wi-Fi is shitty. But yeah.
Oh, I mean, other than that, if it ain't broke.
It's broke. Oh, you meant the rest.
I mean, the rest of it.
The rest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fair. That's fair. That is fair. So either way, I guess we can go ahead and get started, huh?
Let's do it.
Thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you follow us at Slushie Review on Twitter at Slushie Review. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search Slushie Review. We pop up. We're the first result. And then check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, coming soon, Instagram. Follow us on IG.
The gram.
At Slushie Review Podcast.
Yes.
We just started it. Need some followers. Need some likes. Okay. Congratulations, Keith. You did a great job. Okay, so
Congratulations are in order.
if this is your first time listening, we're gonna get straight into the cast. After that, we're gonna go to Chris with the young plot, and then we're gonna get into some likes and dislikes, and then we're gonna rate this sucker. And this bad mama jamma.
Ooh.
And and then we may or may not, it's up to Chris,
What?
if we rank
Ooh.
the Spider-Mans.
The Tom Holland Spider-Mans or all of them?
Ooh. Dealer's choice. But I mean, because right now it's only 1 and 2.
You're the dealer here at this point.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah,
I brought it up.
I guess, yeah. Since, that is only 1 and 2 for this one.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's okay. We can talk about it. Let's get into this cast. Okay. We got a lot of people coming back this time. And some fresh faces. Mysterious faces.
God. Some smooth faces.
Hey, there it is. Some Mendelsohn faces. Okay, let's stop. Or let me stop. I'm just being ridiculous. High off that strawberry lemonade slushie. First up, we have Tom Holland, who's Peter Parker / Spider-Man with the Peter Tingle. He's back. We have Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury. Or do we?
We do.
I mean, yeah, fair. I was going to say something. I'll say it. This is Ben Mendelsohn wearing a prosthetic.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
that's why I wasn't going to say it, but fuck it. Why not? It's a podcast. It's uncensored.
Always.
Next up, Jake Gyllenhaal is Quentin Beck slash Mysterio. He had a better end than his sister did in Dark Knight. So there's that. Next up, Marissa Tomei as May Parker. She has a little bigger role in this one.
Yeah.
I still don't care for her. I don't know why.
Marissa Tomei or Aunt May? Or her Aunt May?
Yes.
That's fair.
I don't mind Marissa Tomei. I liked her in Crazy Stupid Love because she was hilarious.
Never saw it.
You never saw it?
No.
Steve Carell?
No.
Emma Stone?
I think we talked about that.
We did
because
talk
it's
about
got them, and I like them both, but I never saw it.
Yeah, such a good show. She's in it. She's crazy though.
I like her on Seinfeld. She was on one episode of Seinfeld. Marissa Tomei was.
You remember it?
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
George was in love with her.
Oh.
Because someone knew her. A friend of Elaine's knew her, and she found out that her type is basically George Costanza. And so George was like, "Oh, I'd love to meet her." And he gets to meet her, and he tells her, and like she's like falling for him, and she's like, how's it someone like you is not involved with anybody? He's like, well, I'm engaged. And she punches him in the fucking face.
Wow.
And his fiance walks in on him watching My Cousin Vinny and making out with a pillow. Because he's imagining that it's her.
Oh, so she plays herself.
Yeah, she's in it like on the screen in the show, like he's watching My Cousin Vinny, but then like Marissa Tomei herself is on the thing as herself. Gotcha. And she fucking socks George in the mouth because she finds out that he's like engaged, trying to get with her. And he's like, he even thinks he has a chance, and she just right in the mush.
That's fair.
Punches it right in the mush. See, and it's great.
That's fair.
So that's my main knowledge of her, like that and this. So I'm all for it.
That's all I know too.
Seinfeld and Spiderman gets me through it.
It's good credits. Good for her. Let's see. Next up, we have podcast favorite Jon Favreau.
Easy.
Young Happy Hogan.
Easily.
He's so good.
I also remember him first from Seinfeld.
Nice.
He was a clown.
Nice.
But yeah, he's done a lot for us in general. As like nerds.
Yes.
Spider-Man. Fair. Star Wars.
That's fair.
Mandalorian.
Yes.
Come on.
That's what else do you need?
Yeah.
But either way, coming back again, we have Zendaya as MJ. Maybe the best MJ.
Ooh.
No maybe about it.
It's not a tough content.
Same. Next up, we have Jacob Batalon as Ned Leeds. Hashtag guy in the chair. Hashtag bachelor in Europe.
Great. Hashtag babe.
Hashtag babe. Jinx, you owe me some coke. Next up,
older?
We have Tony Revolori as Flash Thompson. And Gory Rice, maybe, as
Looks
Betty
right.
Brant. Sounds right. After that, little favorite of Chris's, Martin Starr.
He's hilarious.
Mr. Harrington.
He's great.
He is funny.
He's funny in these. He's funny in Community. He was funny on Freaks and Geeks. He's funny in Parks and Rec.
I know you told me who he was on Community. Who was he?
He is Professor Kligoris. He's the like the sociology teacher when they do the Model UN.
Oh,
I think he's in a couple episodes.
Is he?
He's the Model UN guy on Community.
Okay.
And he's the Snow Globe Museum guy on Parks and Rec.
Yes. Okay, I remember that one.
Hilarious.
Okay. Fair.
That was hilarious.
Let's see. Next up, JB Smoove.
Podcast favorite. I'm
Mr.
calling
Bill.
it right now.
I like
now.
JB Smoove.
He's great.
I like JB Smoove. I have nothing against JB
Curb Your
Smoove.
Enthusiasm. He was Bebop in the 2012 Ninja Turtles cartoons. That's two great things right there.
There you go.
And this. He's hilarious.
He is funny. He is hilarious, especially in this. He's so funny. So when they were like, you take second shift, I take first. He's like, give me third shift.
Take an Ambien. He's out.
Listen, same.
He's not making racist texts or tweets. He's just out.
That's fair. Let's see. Next up, we have Kobe Smoders as Maria Hill. Then after that, J.K. Simmons, podcast favorite. J. Jonah Jameson. He makes an appearance.
If you stick around to almost the end.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Which, why wouldn't you in a Marvel movie?
If you don't, you're dumb.
You're wrong.
You're dumb.
And you're dumb.
There it is. And then after that, we have an uncredited Ben Mendelsohn. He plays, what's the name? Talos. I was looking for it, but he's pretty far down on this uncredited list.
Yeah.
Right? When I get to it. All right.
He's further down than he should be on this uncredited list.
Absolutely. I agree.
100%. I'm kind of surprised that J.K. Simmons was not uncredited just because he was in like a credit scene.
That is fair. I agree with you. And also Ben Mendelsohn. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Because they're both in. I mean, he's in. No, they're both in credit scenes.
Yeah, they both are.
Yeah.
I agree.
But Ben Mendelsohn is in heavy makeup, to be fair. I guess.
He deserves better.
I guess.
That's fair.
I like Ben Mendelsohn.
So I was on IMDb and I backed out of it, and the first screen that comes up, it says writers, and one of the writers is named Eric Summers, and I love it. Because isn't that, what's the name's name?
Cyclops?
Yeah.
No, it's Scott Summers.
Scott Summers.
Yeah.
All right, never mind then. I don't like him anyway, so I just thought it was funny. But it's not funny anymore, so. Either way, so that was. I don't like Cyclops. I think he's an idiot.
Movie Cyclops, at least, is kind of a goober.
I think I texted you when I was watching a cartoon, like, this Cyclops is kind of trash.
Cartoon Cyclops was a brick shithouse, though.
Yeah, but he was dumb.
I mean, they were all kind of dumb, except for Beast, because he's a fucking genius.
Yeah, Storm was way weaker than I thought she would be.
In the show?
Yeah.
Well.
I was like, she was like scared to use her power. I was like, girl, if you don't blow these people away.
If you don't ask them what happens when they get struck by lightning.
Are you even Storm?
And then strike them with lightning when they don't answer.
Yeah, fair. Like, come on, Ray Park. Get it together.
I mean, to be fair, he did have his tongue sticking out of his mouth, so maybe he just couldn't talk.
Also fair. He was holding on for dear life. But yeah, in the cartoon, she was like very like, I don't know, guys. They were like, make a tornado. I don't think I should do this. I was like,
we're in a plane.
I was like, wait, this is Black Panther's wife? I was like, get it together, lady. You gotta. Black Panther was out here destroying people. I saw this thing. What was it? I saw it on TikTok. They were talking about Black Panther because somebody was like, oh.
The character or the movie?
The character.
Okay.
And there's a couple people on TikTok who are really into comics and they know a lot. And so, for some reason, comments like to challenge people. Mm-hmm. And people like their favorites. That's fine. But I think you should be realistic about your favorites. And this guy was saying something about Captain America. He was like, oh yeah, he would destroy Black Panther. This guy was like, okay, well, let me show you why not. Mm-hmm. And he was, I guess in one, so there's a new show coming out. No, maybe not a show. But either way, he was talking about how back in the Stone Age or something, mm-hmm. there was an Avengers, and Black Panther was one of the first Avengers. I want to say it was a Stone Age or something, because they were wearing like animal pelts and shit like that.
I think you and I talked about this briefly. It was like a one-shot comic thing. And it looked fucking cool.
Yeah, yep, absolutely, yep. And they were talking about that. He was talking about that. He was like, it was Black Panther in a Black Panther suit mm-hmm. back in like the Stone Age, and he wielded Mjolnir. And they were like, he was one of the first people to wield Mjolnir. And so the guy was like, and then they showed, there's one comic where Thor throws Mjolnir at Black Panther, and it's like, nope. Like, Mjolnir is like,
oh.
Yeah. And like, he shows the comic in the video. I thought I sent it to you. I must not have.
No.
But and the guy was like, he's like, he's so badass. Mjolnir is like, you know what? I'm out.
I'm good.
And I was like, yeah. Also, yeah.
That's awesome.
I was like, this is amazing. And I was like, let's just be honest about our superheroes, guys. Like, you can like who you want to like, but let's be honest about them.
Yeah. I like who I like. know that certain characters probably couldn't beat other characters in a fight. Doesn't make me like him any less.
Fair. You hate Superman.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
You know he'd beat the shit out of Batman.
Exactly. Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
That's all I ask.
Doesn't make me like Batman any less. Doesn't make me like Superman anymore. Just because the outcome of a fictional fight.
Fair.
Doesn't change my standings at any of them.
Honestly, the more people talk about Batman, I hate him more and more.
That's fair.
And we've also discussed how Batman has never been the favorite in any
We have
movie.
a love-hate relationship with Batman, to be fair. I say as I'm wearing a Batman shirt.
You are. It's a nice shirt, though. I like it.
I like it. It says, fuck, I forget what it says on the back. It says Batman or Bruce Wayne on the back. I forget. It could be either
says
one.
Batman.
I forget.
I hope it says Batman. Because Bruce Wayne is kind of trash. But if we're being honest.
I can't read the letters by touching them. So...
Chris is trying to read Braille off his back.
It's not even
raised.
It's just flat.
Oh, this says nothing.
It is blank.
Okay, I don't know how we got on Batman. I know I brought it up, but that's my fault. Let's go to the plot with Chris.
Shit. All right. So,
Batman.
this one picks up Spider-Man: Far From Home. All right. Picks up at least a little bit after Spider-Man: Homecoming, because Aunt May is running some kind of charitable foundation or headlining some kind of charitable event with Spider-Man making an appearance. She knows Peter is Spider-Man because she found that out at the end of the last movie. So we know that she knows. We know there's a European trip coming up for his school. Him and Ned have a little plan. His plan for them is not really involving Ned. Peter's plan for them both is for himself to get with MJ. Not like get with her, but like, tell her that he likes her and buy her a necklace and give it to her on the Eiffel Tower. Ned's plan for them in Europe is to be bachelors in Europe because Europeans love Americans.
Facts.
Which I had to laugh at because that really doesn't sound right. I've never been to Europe, but part of me just thinks that can't be 100% true.
It's not true at all.
Yeah.
100% not true.
So they want to go they're going to Europe. And so Peter's like, I'm going to take a little vacation for me and Spider-Man. I'm not going to take my suit. I'm not going to take my classic red and blue suit. I'm not going to take this fucking nanotech suit that's swirling around in the corner of my bedroom. I'm just not going to be Spider-Man. We find out that Happy shows up at this event with a giant check from the Stark Foundation and tells him, hey, Tony Stark's calling you. Whew, that'd be weird. Tells him Nick Fury is calling you. And he's like, I don't want to talk to him. Like, nobody, duck Nick Fury. He's calling you right now. You send him a voicemail? He sends Nick Fury to voicemail. You don't do that.
Easy peasy.
So, Peter's like, I'm not going to be Spider-Man on this trip. I'm just going to be a normal kid. Which, I guess being dead for 5 years will do that to you, because previous movie, all he wanted to do was be Spider-Man. He didn't want to be in school.
Fair.
He was so beyond high school at that point that he didn't even consider it as the thing going forward.
Fine.
So,
sorry, that's what I was gonna say. It was after Endgame.
Yeah.
Not after. Well, it was obviously
I guess
Homecoming, but it was after Endgame.
Yeah, it's after Homecoming, but also after Endgame.
Yeah, because I think I don't think the charity event was for homeless people who got blipped back and they didn't have a place to stay.
Yeah. Oh, because we saw that happen. Also, we saw people blipping back, right where they were.
Hilarious.
When they got blipped, you got to see the band get hit by basketballs and shit. It was great. So yeah, we find out that the world's a very different place after everyone comes back, because this is the first MCU movie after Endgame. So Peter's science school is going to Europe on a very unscientific trip. Just around Europe, they're going to where they go. They went to Venice. They were going to go to France. They went to Prague. They went to London, because when Peter turned down Nick Fury showed up in Europe. And I was like, oh, well, I was trying to get you here anyway. Now you're here, I'm here. Now you're going to work for me. You're going to do what I need you to do. There is, around the world so far, there have been 2 events wherein a tornado, like an air monster and a earth monster, attacked various places around the earth. In Venice, they are attacked by a water monster, and a mysterious man shows up and helps everyone escape, and her help fights this monster. Jake Gyllenhaal is Mysterio. He's fighting against this water monster. And Peter, was like, I don't have my suit. I can't help anybody. I'm not Spider-Man on this trip. Even though Aunt May packed him his suit, he left it at the hotel because he didn't want to be Spider-Man. He helps people escape. He's wearing like some goofy little jester mask. He helps Mysterio, who is under the guise of a hero from another dimension. We'll learn later on he's from an alternate Earth. Oh, I forget which Earth he said. He said that their Earth that they're on right now is 616, and I forget what Earth he said he was from. Well, doesn't really matter, for reasons we'll get to in a bit. So he helps them fight the water monster. Nick Fury hijacks their class trip to Europe and says he's pretty much trying to make Spider-Man help Mysterio fight these monsters, because Mysterio has convinced Nick Fury that Earth is in danger from the last one is the fire elemental monster, the most dangerous, the most powerful, the one that destroyed his Earth and killed his family. So Peter gets press gang into helping. Nick Fury and him kind of butt heads a few times. Fury tries to get him to help, and Peter says, no, I'm not ready for this. I don't want to do this right now. Fury forces him into it, and then's like, hey, I'm getting the feeling you're not 100% on board with this. What gives? And he's like, I'm a kid, man. I'm 15, 16. Who would have thought that I don't like being told what to do? So, turns out, Mysterio's full of shit. He's not from an alternate Earth. He is a disgruntled former employee of the deceased Tony Stark, who we learned during this movie has some special glasses that he leaves for Peter. He gives them to Fury, or he left them for Fury. Fury gave them to Peter. They are like an AR defense system controlling device.
Yeah, augmented reality.
Yeah, he's got like drones and satellites and all kinds of defenses, and he can pretty much hack into anything with these glasses. This is what Quentin Beck, Mysterio's real name is Quentin Beck. He's not Mysterio, he's just some dick. That's his goal. His thing is he wants to get the glasses, get control of this technology, because he's also been using some technology of his own to stage these attacks. He's using drones and projectors, drones with weapons and projectors, to simulate monster attacks. By the projectors project the monster, and the projector drones project the monsters. The weapon drones damage the surrounding areas so that it looks realistic. Fools a lot of people. Fools Spider-Man. Fools his spider sense, which is called the Peter Tingle in this movie. Yeah, so Quentin Beck is revealed to be a fraud, so he gets a good punching from Spider-Man. And pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
MJ figures out Peter's Spider-Man, like 67% sure that he's Spider-Man. She knew. A couple MJs out there didn't do it. Just saying. So she figured out he's Spider-Man. They get together eventually. Everyone has a good time in Europe. A couple kids almost die. More than a couple kids almost die. But everyone has a fun vacation. Flash's mom doesn't show up at the airport, and it's sad. That's pretty much it.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, and at the end of the movie, let's just do it in the credit scenes.
Wow.
Peter's identity is revealed again. This time, not just to Aunt May, not just to Ned, not just to MJ, to all of New York, at least. New York City.
Yeah.
By J. Jonah Jameson and the presumably deceased Quentin Beck. Even though a lot of people seem to think he's still alive.
Why?
I don't know. I only saw the movie the one time. This is the second time I've seen this movie. And I was like, okay, next time I watch this movie, I'm going to see if there's some evidence. They show his body on the ground, and they're like, all illusions are down. And I was like,
he looked pretty dead to me.
He's probably dead. Because most of the villains
dead as dead can be.
Most of the villains, if they survive the first encounter with the hero, or the first movie encounter with the hero, are usually in jail.
Usually.
And
right.
I don't think he survived.
Or at the bottom of a lake.
I don't think he survived, and I don't think he's in jail.
Same.
So,
yeah, he's dead as any dead cat or dead animal has ever been. Yeah, facts. Okay. Let's get to these likes. We're gonna do a little tag team action. Get the tables.
Yes.
I don't know. That's a good one, right? I liked it. It was cool. Let's see. Do you want to go first? I'll let you go first, and we're tag team it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First, like the tribute video that opened up the
same. That's my first like. God damn it!
Because
I love it.
I haven't seen this movie since I saw it in the theater when it came out. When it started it out with like the in memoriam thing at the beginning, I really thought it was for Stan Lee. Like this time, because I was like, "Aw."
Yeah.
And then fucking Tony Stark showed up, and I was like, "Aw, man." And then Steve showed up, and then was it Natasha?
Yeah, Black Widow.
And
Vision.
Yeah, Vision.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, all right, this is what we're doing. I like it. It's funny to me. Like that.
And also, it was Whitney Houston.
Yes.
I Will Always Love You.
Classic.
Which is hilarious. I love that song.
Classic. Like that video, and then like just all the Iron Man throughout the movie. Like it was in the back. It was a graffiti on the buildings. It was in the drawings in the background of the school shots. I loved it.
It was good. It was a good in memoriam.
Yes.
Fair. Since that was also my first, you done?
I mean, that's it for that one, yeah.
So since that was my first, like my second, like special report. The report these kids do.
That was gonna be my next one.
Yeah,
I love it.
They are hilarious. Because first off, it ends as Whitney Houston singing "I Will Always Love You," and then he's like, "That was in memoriam." Dun, 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 dun. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like that's supposed to be a party starter. Like what the fuck? And they were funny. The dude was hilarious.
The announcements in this one and in Homecoming were both hilarious.
Because it was the same people. Yes. It was Betty and I don't know the other guy's name. Yep. And in Homecoming, he was like, "I don't have a date." "I do." And okay, or something like that. It was just awkward. And then this one, he was just like, "What if something else happens? Who's the Avengers? What are we gonna do?"
Yeah. And I was like, honestly, same. I was like, is this Marvel just telling us they don't know what's coming up? Because at the time, like, they were probably like, "Oh, thank God for this pandemic, because we don't know what the fuck's gonna happen."
We gotta push this Black Widow thing out as far as we can.
Because that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, this has to be some kind of tongue-in-cheek shit going on. Because they're like, who even are the Avengers now?
Fair.
What's gonna happen?
That's fair.
Like, yeah,
they were just funny.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you could see the microphone like dipping down into the camera every time. I loved it.
He was like, "My brother's older than me," which is weird. And I was just like, this is just funny. Yes, they were just great. She didn't care for him, and he was just he didn't care.
And you got to see the kids get blipped back.
So good.
You could see all those band nerds get hit by the basketballs and that tube. Like,
yep,
loved
hilarious.
it. What was the other one?
So good.
There's that one. I thought they showed like 2 instances of the people getting blipped back. Or was it just that one? Or no, it was them getting like snapped during the band performance, and then they came back during a basketball game.
Yes.
It was fucking
hilarious.
Smashed. Loved it.
That special report was just funny.
Yes.
I was like, this is great.
If they put one of those in every one of these movies, I will not be sad.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, is Peter still in high school now?
I hope so.
I hope he's not. I hope
he's
working for the Daily Bugle. Because then we get to see J. Jonah Jameson again.
That's fair.
So, I hope he is.
I wouldn't be mad at it, because he could just try to prove that Peter Parker's not Spider-Man.
Well, he would be Peter Parker. Shit. Yeah, that kind of fucked everything up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
also the Daily Bugle, they've said, is not a newspaper. They said it's like a
online.
They said it's like a rogue journalistic website.
Yeah.
It's probably like, fuck, it's like the Fox News of the MCU. The MCU.
Yeah, because it was dailybugle.net. That's what it was. Hilarious. So yeah, that was my second like. I'll let you go.
All right, my next like, Nick Fury. And I also wrote, "Bitch, please, you've been to outer space." Nick Fury, come on. Even when he wasn't Nick Fury in this movie, when it turned out to be Beck or Talos, even though it was Talos the whole time, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, he was Beck, wasn't he?
In like the one instance where they were in the building, because he pretty much shot himself.
That's fair.
Yeah. which credit acting, I guess.
Acting.
Yeah, I like Nick Fury. Anytime he's in a movie, I enjoy him.
Yeah.
When he tranked Ned in the neck.
Great.
And then Mr. Harrington, like, knocked on the door and was standing in the doorway, and he didn't even look up, and he just pointed that gun at the door. I loved it.
Yeah. Then JB Smoove came to the door.
Yeah.
Then Betty came to the door. It's like, if somebody else comes to that door, we're gonna have another funeral to go to.
So good.
I was like, fair. There's that Pulp Fiction Nick Fury I want to see. A crossover event I've always wanted.
He doesn't like getting ghosted. He doesn't like getting interrupted.
Same.
Good man. I liked it. I like Nick Fury. He's funny as shit.
No, facts. Let's see. My next like is Ned.
Yes.
Ned / Bachelor Plan. Ned is hilarious.
He's always so funny.
Ned is an idiot. He's smart, but he's dumb.
He's a good-hearted idiot.
Yeah, he's dumb. When MJ comes over, what are you guys talking about? Oh, nothing. He's just going to collect tiny spoons in every European country we go to. No, Ned is. Ned's going to do that.
Grandma?
I'm not doing that. And then she walks away and goes, I think she bought it. No. What? Like, and then, like, his bachelor plan, he was like, in step 7, don't do any of that, Peter. He was like, we're going to be bachelors in Europe, and they love Europeans. And then he gets a girlfriend.
On the plane.
On the plane.
Hilarious.
9-hour plane.
Yes.
For plane ride. What else can you say? Ned is just, he's hilarious.
He's delightful.
He is amazing. So that was my next like.
I also had Ned on my list for likes.
That's fair.
How could we not?
That's fair. Ned, the guy in the chair is good.
Yes. All right. My next like, Mysterio. I liked him. I remember him mostly from the show back in the 90s.
Okay.
And I was wondering how they were going to do him in this movie because I knew as soon as I saw the trailer, it's like, okay, Mysterio's a bad guy. Gotcha. I was waiting for the turn, and it was one of my likes for Mysterio is the turn.
Yeah,
I like
mine
the turn.
too. I call it the twist. But yeah, same.
The twirl.
Hate the twirl.
Hate the twist.
But I loved it.
Yeah, I like Mysterio a lot. His effects look cool. They look very like magical, like mystical. His like fishbowl head looked good.
It did actually. Honestly,
he looked cool.
I saw a picture of him in the comics, and not because I was reading comics, but because like when the movie came out, they were like, "Oh, this is him," and then I think this was before the movie was made because they were showing shots of him on the street, Mysterio of Jake Gyllenhaal, and they were like, "This is what he's supposed to look like," and I was like, "Man, they're gonna have a hard time pulling that off," and it looked great.
Because was it him without the helmet at the time?
I don't remember. I think it was both. No, I think it was him without the helmet. But when they showed the helmet, I was like when I saw the picture of the comic, because I was like, oh, this was like side by side.
Yeah.
I was like, that's going to be tough, man. That's going to look kind of
It might look
clunky.
a little weird.
Yeah. But honestly, when I saw that, I thought of Aquaman. I was like, they made Mantis look. Was it Mantis?
Black Manta.
Black Manta.
Yeah.
They made his outfit look good.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes.
Or Juggernaut in Deadpool 2. He looked really good. He looked way better than he did in X-Men 3.
He did, but he was CGI.
Yeah.
So I just thinking of non-CGI, whatever. I was like, okay, this looks good. But either way.
But yeah, Mysterio, I thought he looked good. The turn was great. The illusion fight scene when, like, Peter knows that it's fake, like that it's all illusions, but like his spider sense still just like can't tell what's happening around him.
Spider sense, what's up?
The Peter tingle.
Ah, there it is.
The tingle. When he, like, the gravestone comes out of the ground in front of him. When I saw it in the theater, I really thought that was going to say Ben Parker.
Yes,
for some reason,
right?
Even though I was like, he has not even been a factor.
There was an Easter egg of Ben Parker,
there was
though.
It was like a suitcase or something, wasn't it?
It was a suitcase he was using.
And that's why I was like, oh man. He's like, you were never good enough. I was like, is this going to be Uncle Ben? Like, are they going to get into the Uncle Ben thing? And then it was Tony Stark. It's like, no, that makes more sense.
That does make more sense, but if it was Uncle Ben.
And then the zombie Iron Man comes, or like skeleton Iron Man comes out of ground. It's like spiders coming out of his face. And then they zoom in on the one and all its eyes turn into Mysterio helmets. And they're all just like marching toward him. Incredible.
So good.
That
the
whole
effects
sequence
in this movie.
That whole sequence was great.
Dude, I agree.
It was really good.
Yeah,
I liked it.
That really fucked me up. Because again, I didn't know any of that. So when he was talking to Nick Fury, I was like, and then they shot him. I was like, and then he came back, and I was like, okay, so he's not dead. And then I was like, he's not even
like,
Fury.
it's him. Yeah, I was like, man,
this is too much.
That is a twisty twist.
And then Nick Fury felt comfortable admitting he was a double agent.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
Granted, I've only seen it once before, but when Nick Fury like shot Mysterio in the back, and then the illusion disappeared, and I was like, "Oh man, wait a minute! Oh no,
you're so gullible."
Yeah, he's like, "You're gullible." I was like,
"It's fair,
you bitch."
You son of a bitch.
You got me again. Gene got me again.
Bitch.
Just some idiot with balloons.
Gene?
No. It's just some idiot with balloons. Is it? Or is it Gene Parmesan?
Oh, Christ. Good times.
Yeah, the whole illusion fight scene was great. The turn was incredible. Because I was just wondering how it was going to be done.
Yeah.
Because once he said he's like, I'm from another Earth, I was like, what? No, he's not. But what if he is? But he can't be. But he might be. The first time I was like, man, they're doing this multiverse thing.
See?
They're really going for it. That's going to be great.
That's why I love not knowing.
Yeah.
That's why I love not watching more trailers. Because, like, I want to be excited about something.
Same.
Like, how less excited, I think we talked about this before, how less excited would you have been if in the first trailer you saw Captain America wielding Mjolnir?
For Endgame?
Yeah.
I would have been so excited to see it in general, because I would have been, I fucking knew it!
Right. But in the trailer...
But then it would have been like...
But
I would have just been waiting the whole movie, like, all right, when's it going to happen?
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that would have been... Because I've still only seen one trailer for Endgame. So, like, and it was him playing football with, what's her name? Iron Man. With...
Oh, playing paper football with Nebula?
Nebula.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's good for me. And then I saw a shot of them in their suits, like the red and white suits or whatever. And I was like, that's too much.
Yeah,
I know too much. I know too much.
I've seen too much.
Yeah. So the Mysterio thing... I didn't know anything about him, so when I saw pictures of him, I was like, okay, this is too much. I don't want to know this.
Yeah, because the trailers gave no indication he was going to be a bad guy.
Probably not.
But, I mean, I just knew it because I knew who the character was. But, like, yeah, like if you didn't know who he was, you wouldn't have guessed it going into the movie.
That's fair, because I didn't. I had no clue, and I was just like, okay. I don't need to know. I need to watch the movie. That's all I need to know. And that's, like, the same thing that's going on with Loki, which is airing right now.
Yes.
There's something came out. Did I ask you about this? Did you see the thing about not Maria? What's her name? Not Betty. Damn it! What's Captain America's girlfriend's name?
Peggy.
Yeah, you heard about that?
What about it?
That she was in the first episode. You haven't heard of this?
Oh, that's like in the background of that thing?
She was in the background. I was like,
we'll see.
Why do we keep trying to do this?
We'll see.
And all down my timeline, headline, Peggy Carter was in this, and then there's something else. Again, I don't know who it is, but they're like, this people killed these people, and that's why they showed this. And I'm like, well, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to be surprised when it happens.
Oh, is it the thing for that like red glowing sword thermometer thing that was in the ground?
No.
Right before all those people died?
No.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't it. It was a person. It was like a person in like a fish helmet. That's what it looked like to me, at least. And they're like, this person killed the blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, I don't care. So I've just been scrolling. Like, no, like, don't tell. I love whatever.
Yeah.
But either way, to agree with you, the twist, that was one of my likes. Jake Gyllenhaal, another one of my likes as well.
Yeah, he was good.
I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
I have nothing against him. He is how I convinced my fiance to see this movie with me in the theaters. Because at the time she was like, I don't really care about Marvel movies. I don't really care about superhero movies. I was like, Jake Gyllenhaal's
she's coming
in it.
around, though.
Yeah, I was like, Jake Gyllenhaal's in it. She's like, what?
JJ.
I will see this movie with you.
J.J. Jameson's in it.
Yes, he is. But I was like, Jake Gyllenhaal's in it, so you'll like that. And she's like, I do like that. And I was like, and they go to Europe in it. And she's like, I've been there.
Hey.
I'll go see this movie with you. And I was like, great, I get to see the movie.
That was a good boyfriend callback.
And you get to come with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
I saw the movie anyway.
I made it good. I would have. I just would have seen it without her.
Yeah,
at another date.
Fair.
But like I knew what I had up my sleeve.
That's fair.
And it worked.
It worked.
Yes.
Not nefarious. It's all love. I love it. No, that's
it wasn't evil tricks. It was love tricks.
Right.
Illusions.
I wouldn't call them tricks. Yeah.
Illusions, Michael.
That's I forgot what I was to say, but that's all I got.
All right.
My next this is gonna be a surprise. MJ. I love MJ from the. Let me stop.
No. Oh dear.
Oh my. Yes, I love MJ. I think she's great in this. I think she's. I don't like Kirsten Dunst. That's basically what it is. She is the, and I saw something the other day. It was like Kirsten Dunst was the best MJ. I was like, whoa, time out. Why?
She was the only one
because she was a liability. Mm-hmm. She did nothing for nobody, not even Peter Parker.
This MJ wielded a mace.
She did.
To destroy a drone.
She destroyed a drone. She picked up evidence.
Yeah.
Like she was helping Spider-Man.
She figured out that he was Spider-Man.
And she liked him before he was Spider-Man. Yeah. Did Mary Jane like Peter Parker before Spider-Man? No. No, she did not.
Didn't she like She liked Spider-Man.
She liked Spider-Man. And then she liked Peter Parker. And she was like, oh, I like him more than Spider-Man, even though she was kissing Spider-Man without knowing. She was kissing them all up.
Yeah.
I don't understand this isn't about her. It's about this MJ. She's great. One. She's funny. Yeah. I'd never laughed at anything MJ Kirsten Dunst ever said.
No.
Nothing. I probably laughed at her.
But I didn't laugh. Like, look at her trying to act.
Yeah. Damn. But yes. She said some funny stuff in Jumanji. That was 30 years ago.
Damn.
Sorry. I know. I
don't even remember anything funny from her in that movie.
Yeah, that's also fair.
I just remember Robin Williams and David Alan Grier.
That's also fair. That is fair. And what's her name? Starts with an H. Helen Hunt. She was funny.
She was in that movie?
Yeah, she's a woman. Helen Hunt. She's the girlfriend.
No.
Yeah, that's Helen Hunt. For sure.
No.
100%. Yeah.
That can't be.
Yeah. Because she was on...
she was on Third Rock from the Sun.
Helen Hunt?
No, that actress was. Helen Hunt was in Mad About You.
Helen Hunt was in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, right?
I don't remember.
No, she wasn't in that. I'm thinking it was the other lady. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's her.
I'm looking it up right now.
Starts with an H. I'm pretty sure it's
Williams, Kirsten Dunst, Bonnie Hunt.
Bonnie Hunt. Okay, I was close.
And I was wrong also. I thought it was the lady from Third Rock from the Sun, or Bonnie Hunt.
I think Bonnie Hunt was in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. So I think that's the same lady that was in, because I used to watch that show all the time. But yeah, Bonnie Hunt, sorry.
I'm back on TGIF days.
Yes. Yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, it was hilarious.
I know it was Caroline Rhea was the one aunt.
Yeah. Was it not Bonnie Hunt? I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. I'm not for sure. But yeah, you're right. Caroline Rhea was the one. So no, I'm thinking Caroline Rhea, not because the other aunt was like a. Either way,
yeah, she's like kind of older.
Yeah, she was. So yeah, Caroline Rhea is who I was thinking of. So when you said her name, I was like, oh yeah, it wasn't Bonnie Hunt. Yeah. So yeah, Bonnie Hunt was in that. Okay, back to Kirsten Dunst. We're off her now. Back to Zendaya playing MJ. She is hilarious. She was hilarious in Homecoming. She was hilarious in this. I love her dark humor. It's funny. And somehow they tried to like make her not as like cute or pretty or beautiful or whatever. They do a hard time with trying to do, like, they make her up down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, she's still there. Like she's still like but they do make her look younger though. To be fair,
Yeah.
they do it. But she's also super skinny. But she's tall. Like she's like 5'9" maybe. I don't know how tall she is. But either way, I love MJ. So that's it. And the fact that she figured out he was Spider-Man, Kirsten Dunst could never. She had to be told. This MJ was like, well, I already know. With 67% assurability, by the way.
And it worked out.
She knew.
Yeah.
She knew what she was doing.
She
But
did.
either way, that's my like.
World's greatest detective.
My
Could
ass.
never. Yeah. My tuchus.
Yeah, that's my like. You go.
My next like. JB Smoove and Martin Starr.
Facts.
I'm going to
That's
put
my
them
like.
together because I thought they were both fucking
wrote
hilarious.
Teachers.
Yeah, hilarious.
Awesome.
They were very funny.
They were.
Like, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. When in Venice, your socks get wet. Fucking stupid. Stupid. Hilarious, though.
He is so funny.
He's very funny.
I think he's a stand-up comedian, too. I think that's how I first knew him. Back in the day when Comic View was on the air on BT. He is just funny. He's so funny.
JB Smoove is a very funny man.
Yeah.
Him and Martin Starr, like, they played off each other a little bit, but more often than not, it was just them separately.
Yeah.
Just, like, saying just off-the-wall shit.
Or when they were like, it was like, we what do you say? We're going to go to the opera. Don't look at me. Don't look at
I don't
me.
have anything to do with this. Yeah, it's like, I think it's
Which
going
is
to be
how
great.
I would absolutely
Honestly,
be.
yeah, same. Like, you want to go to the festival or you want to go to the opera? Like, this
Like,
isn't
this
a
is gonna be
choice.
the greatest 4 hour of your life. 4
4
hours.
hours. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Hilarious.
Like I said, don't look at me.
They were very funny.
He was
Martin Starr the whole time. He's just like, the nerdy, uptight teacher. He's like, oh, did I tell you that, what is he telling Peter on the plane? He's like, did I tell you that my wife left me?
She faked being blipped.
She faked being, she got blipped. Well, she faked being blipped. She had a funeral for nothing.
Yeah, fake funeral. Well, the funeral was real.
The funeral was real. I actually have a video of it. You want to watch? Oh, we have a headphone splitter. We can both watch it together. It's like, oh my god. Hilarious.
The funeral was real.
When they're on the bus at the end and they're all about to die. What did the bus driver say? The bus driver is gone.
But we got this.
We got this.
You ain't talking about me.
Get ready to get off the bus. Hilarious. They were great.
They were
very
good.
funny together.
I agree.
That's my like.
Peter
so
has a
good.
perfume allergy. Listen, don't play about perfume
I
allergies.
don't play with allergies. Yeah.
Hilarious. He's like, believe me.
My safety.
So
Your safety is
good.
my concern.
To be fair, perfume allergies are real. And sometimes I don't have allergies, but if it gets too much, I would be like, okay, you got to go.
I have allergies, and I don't know if it's related, but I definitely had problems with people wearing like too much perfume.
Like
Or
that time when
too
Phyllis
much-
was wearing too much
cologne.
perfume? Oh.
Bob Vance bought me this perfume in Metropolitan Orlando.
Who's Bob Vance?
It's made from real pine.
Who's Bob Vance?
You got a lot to learn about this town, sweetheart.
Got a lot to learn. Oh, guys.
Close your mouth. You look like a trout.
Oh, good. That's what you said when you told my clients when you're stealing them. Oh, hilarious.
Phyllis,
Good
my
times.
God, what are you microwaving? Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Can't you use the microwave in the kitchen?
No.
It needs to be cleaned. It smells like popcorn.
Popcorn.
I hate her.
I love
I hate
Phyllis so
Phyllis.
much.
I hate Phyllis.
You do?
She's funny, but
I
I
love
kind of hate her
Phyllis.
sometimes. Like, there's
She's
sometimes
so
where she's like
good.
so sweet and innocent, but there's other times she's like,
She's a dick.
I get men to flirt with me at bars and then have Bob beat him up. I'm like, that's fucked up.
I like it.
That's fucked up.
I like it. Oh, either way.
Your turn. Your turn.
His new suit.
The
I
red
like-
and black.
I like
or
that-
the all black.
No, not all black. The one he makes
Yes.
to some AC/DC. I like the new suit. Why? A, because he made it. Spider-Man is super smart, and that's showing how he's. So actually, the first part about him, I guess I never put Spider-Man. I do like I like Tom Holland. I think he's a great Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong.
Same.
And so when Mysterio talks about being from a separate Earth and having a multiverse, he brings it up. He's like, "Oh my God, there's a multiverse. Oh, that means this and this and this, and this is going to go off the map, and these equations don't make sense." And oh, I'm sorry. And then Maria Hill and Nick Fury looks at him like, stop nerding out.
Yep.
And the one thing I loved about Mysterio, he goes, "Don't ever apologize for being the smartest in the room." And I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing advice.
That was great.
That's a great advice, because fuck you if I'm smarter than you. Like, listen, I'm not saying I'm the smartest in the world, but there is times where I have been the smartest in the room, and I've hid away from being the smartest in the room because it's like, okay, I don't want people to think I'm this, and I stopped that shit years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please feel free to make me feel dumb, because it's honestly, it's just a learning experience for me at any time.
No. For me, here's the thing: if I'm the smartest in the room, that's fine. I can show it. I cannot. It's not a big deal for me. If you try to make me think I'm the dumbest in the room, then I'm gonna have to show you. You would never do that, so you don't ever have to worry about that. And I think you're playing smart.
If I know I'm the dumbest person in the room, I immediately I have things I can learn here.
Oh, facts.
I can absorb information.
Facts.
Or I'll just shut up and.
Yeah, same. See, I do that in both. I'm like, okay, maybe I can learn something because I'm not the smartest person ever. Yeah. Everybody knows something that I don't know, and that's just factual. That's how things work in real life. There's shit that my son knows that I don't know, and that's okay. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you think I'm an idiot, you got another thing coming, because I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna be a dick about it.
There you go.
Other than that, I'm a nice guy. That's how I operate.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
But don't cross
me. Same. Yeah. That's literally how I feel. Yeah. I was talking to my girlfriend about peer pressure the other day, and I was like, I love peer pressure, because if I feel like I'm being pressured, I immediately say no, because fuck you. Yeah. I was like, it's happened before. My buddy keeps out. He's like, hey, come work out with me. No. He's like, you should. I should. No. He's like, come on, man, you ain't doing that. Like, or there's somebody will call me like, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. You not doing anything right now? Not at all. I'm just laying here, watch TV, whatever. Okay, let's go do something. No. Come on, you said you weren't doing anything. You're right, and I want to continue doing that.
There you go.
I was putting on my shoes to walk out of the house. Now I'm taking them off because you just tried to peer pressure me into leaving. I am not leaving now, and I'm not leaving for the rest of the week. So fuck off.
You know what? Just for that.
Flip. I'm out of here. So yeah, but either way, the new suit, Spider-Man shows how smart he is. He's just amazing. I like the wings on it, those spider wings or whatever you call it. I don't know what they're called.
Like the little web glider things.
Yeah, like a dorsal wing or something. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, the glider things. So yeah, the wings were great. It looked like a classic Spider-Man suit with the black eyes, whatever. And it wasn't the Iron suit. I did not like the Iron Spider. I liked it in game, but I didn't like it in general. It was great. Don't get me wrong. It was a good suit.
I like that he had it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But this was a better suit.
I liked his red and blue suits.
Absolutely.
Way
Always.
better. I even kind of liked his homemade suit better than the Stark Tech suit.
I agree, because that did show up in this one.
Yep.
So yeah, I agree. I like that one. Again, the Iron Spider was too much.
Yeah.
I loved it in Homecoming. It was great. But it wasn't Iron Spider, was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Iron Spider, because Tony gave it to him.
He gave it to him at the end of it. Because during the main movie, he had like the red and blue one that he had in Civil War. But it had like all the training protocols in it, because it had like the little drone thing in the chest. And he took it away from him, and then he wore his homemade one.
But it was still
it was still like a Tony suit.
It was still a Tony suit. Okay, but that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, it wasn't Iron Spider, but it was still a Tony suit.
Yeah, it was still like a Tony made suit.
Yes.
But it was like a physical suit. It wasn't like it was like it appears on a suit. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. So I even like that suit better.
Yeah.
Because of whoever was in his head. I forgot her name. But Karen.
Yeah, suit lady.
Yeah, suit lady. Yeah. So that was cool. I like this suit, and that's it. That's my like.
I did like the new suit. I'll agree with that. Also, I'm going to agree with the multiverse thing, because I think that might have been the first mention of a multiverse.
Mm-hmm. Besides,
even though like in Endgame they were like, branching timelines, this and that, and they like immediately shot down the idea of like a multiverse, I think, in general in Endgame. Right. And then in this one it's like, oh yeah, you're from another Earth, that multiverse here. And I was like, yes, more like this. Mm-hmm. More in this direction. But my next is a couple short, is a really small one. Flash loves Spider-Man.
Loves him.
Hates Peter Parker.
Hates him.
And gets his ass knocked the fuck out by Peter Parker on the bus because he steals his glasses. And he's like, no, they're really good. I'm actually trying to pay you a compliment. He's like, give me my fucking glasses, Flash. Give me those glasses. We're all gonna die, without saying it. He's like, give me those glasses, or you're gonna die one way or the other. Instead, he just like smacks him in the face and knocks his ass out because he's fucking Spider-Man.
Facts.
He's super strong.
Yes.
And if you're fucking around with him and you're in imminent danger, you might get knocked out. I loved it.
Agreed.
I also loved when Flash was like videoing himself and someone ran up and hit him in the nuts. That was great. I thought it was great.
That was a good time. That was a good time. Anytime Flash gets it,
shit. Yeah, because Flash loves Spider-Man, treats Peter like shit. His mom apparently doesn't like him, or doesn't love him enough to show up at the airport for him.
Fair.
And like you said, I hope something happens from that.
I do.
Because why would they bother? Because when when everybody's text showed up on the bus, his said like, "Mother, haven't heard from you in a few days. Just wanted to check in." And then at the airport when everyone's getting picked up, like his driver was there, and he's like, "Oh, mom didn't come." And they like gave him his own little scene of that. Yeah, it wasn't in the background, like it was there. And I'm like, I have something. Well,
they did it in Homecoming too, because he was like, "Hey, where's Dad?" or something, or Mom. I don't forget what he said. It's like, oh, she's not coming.
Yeah, I hope they do something with this.
This is when they got back from.
If he turns into
DC.
No, I can't even say it because I don't want to happen. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, no.
So I liked it, and I hope stuff does happen from that.
If he turns into Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke, I'm here for it. Let's spoil that. I'm cool with that. Okay, next up. Which one should I do? Let's just do the first one. This was probably the best Spider-Man action scene in all of them. When he's fighting Jake Gyllenhaal in that hallway on the bridge. I think to me, that was the best Spider-Man action that I can remember. It could have been better ones, but I just feel like that was the best for some reason. And I just loved it. Like, just him using the spider sense, Peter Tingle, him closing his eyes and just concentrating.
Yeah, because even the suit eyes were closed. Mm-hmm. I did remember seeing that during the thing. I was like,
and then like, it was just like a good moment. And I was like, yeah, he believes in himself. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
Like, I like Spider-Man being like, not cocky. I do like Spider-Man cocky, to be fair. Because Andrew Garfield was the best.
Yeah,
like Spider-Man's always been cocky though.
A small knife. Oh.
That's what I don't get. Spider-Man's always been cocky.
Yeah, he's funny.
Why do we want him? Yes,
he's great.
Because he's hilarious when he's when he's super cocky. He's so funny.
He's quippy. He's funny.
Yes. And Peter Parker is not.
No,
he is a nerd, and that is it.
And he is often poor.
Yes, and that's why. What do you want? Do you want authentic or not? And then when you get authentic, you don't want that either.
Right. He's a little too funny. He's a little too handsome.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is the movies.
What does that even mean?
These are the pitches.
Show me the talking pictures. Show me an actor or actress who isn't at least in some ways considered to be a conventionally attractive person.
There's only like two people I can think of.
Hit me.
Chris Elliott.
Fair.
And what's his name?
Clint Howard.
Okay, 3.
No offense to any of these people, because they've been in way more things than I will ever be in my life.
Facts. Same. No, I can't think of his name. Damn it. He was in Mr. Deeds. Was he in Waterboy? Yeah, he was in Waterboy. He was the guy on the sidewalk who got the McMuffin from Adam
Steve
Sandler.
Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
Okay.
That's the only other person I can think of.
Okay.
Him and Chris Elliott and Clint Howard.
But even still, they get work.
Facts.
But like, if your main complaint about an actor is that they're too handsome, get a new argument.
Yeah, stop watching movies.
Sorry,
Stop
get a
watching
new
movies.
argument.
Because these people
Start
are
watching documentaries because they're movies with ugly people.
God damn.
I think like Abed says that or something in that episode.
I love it.
It's like, I'm making a documentary. They're like movies but with ugly people.
Also, so true. Hilarious. Good times. That's what's up. I love Abed.
Same. Same.
Okay, but yeah, that was just the best action. I don't know. Would you agree with that?
My favorite action scene in this movie.
Oh, I mean, I just meant. Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
My favorite thing, I think, was when he was taking down the drones on the bridge. When he was just like swinging around it and like in between it and making like the big nets and like swinging them up into it. I thought that was really great.
I classify that as intelligence showing.
Yeah.
More than like physical brute.
Yeah.
Like
I like that.
And then that's fair.
But
that's
still,
fair.
oh no, I think I just misspoke. Still, I think my favorite action scene is still the Mysterio illusion fight.
In the first one?
In this one, yeah. The one where he's like showing him all the things, where like the Uncle Ben stone, the Tony Stark stone, and the zombie Iron Man. And I thought that one's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Because he's just getting his shit wrecked. And I like it when the villains get their hits in sometimes.
Yeah. So I was just thinking over the course of the movies, I want to see. Okay, so we watch Mortal Kombat, right? Mm-hmm. So Mortal Kombat, when you see the fighting, it's like, okay, this is good. Or you watch like Jackie Chan, like the fighting is what you want to see. And like to me, my superheroes don't really fight enough. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of stuff, but they don't fight enough.
That's fair.
And like Black Panther, they were fighting.
Yeah.
And like that's what I want to see more of. Like Captain America and Winter Soldier. They were fighting.
Yeah, Spider-Man does a lot of rescuing in his movies.
He does a lot of
He does some fighting.
He does a lot of web, whatever. So that's I guess that's what I mean, more or less the fight. Like when he was taking those drones down by hand.
Yeah.
And like he was barely used because he ran out of his.
Yeah, he had no webbing. Yeah, it was just him like smashing them up.
Just him smashing them up, breaking shit, using it as a shield.
Yeah, he like ripped one of them in half, didn't he? Yeah,
that's what I mean. I was just like, this is kind of good.
Yeah.
This is fucking amazing.
I look forward to No Way Home.
Yeah, fair.
I'm already looking forward to it.
Yeah, facts.
But I just want to see more stuff like that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. The effects in this movie were phenomenal.
Very good.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
But either way, that's my like.
Okay. My next one is very small like. The mention of Morris Bench. The Hydro Man, yes. Yeah. And I only remember him from the 94 cartoon also. He was like a throwaway goon character.
I looked it up when I first saw this movie, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, Hydro Man.
I was like, okay.
I just remember him I just remember Spider-Man calling him Hydrant Man. It's like, dogs must really love you. And
there it is,
he was like, quit making fun of me! And then beat the shit out of him.
Hilarious.
But yeah, that was like a quick throwaway one that I enjoyed. Because like they could have not even mentioned it, and the movie would have continued. But the fact they threw it in there, I was like, hey, because I remember like they showed the water monster in the trailer, and I was like, Hydro Man.
I feel like we talked about that.
Hydro Man and Mysterio.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I feel like we talked about that.
Uh-oh.
I think that's how I know
multiple
about
villains again. Doesn't always work out for the best, but they fooled me again.
For sure, he was going to be the villain.
They fooled me again.
You're right, but
they fooled me again, and I liked it.
Fool me once.
Shame on you.
But fool me twice.
Strike 3. You're out.
Good times. Let's see. My next like. I don't think you're going to like this. I'm just joking. J. Jonah Jameson.
I knew it. I knew it. Because he's on mine too.
I knew he was.
I wrote JKJJ.
JKJJJ. Triple J. Triple J.
So good.
He was good. He had 30 seconds on screen.
And he
killed
made the most of it.
He killed it.
Yeah.
He killed it.
He did all I needed him to do was do the old voice from the old trilogy and hate on Spider-Man and call him a menace.
He did.
And the fact that it had like the Mysterio like the footage from the drones of Spider-Man saying execute them all, and then Mysterio's people inserted the gunfire to make it sound like he was killing people.
Right.
It was like, oh well, Spider-Man's evil now apparently in the eyes of at least the alt-right in the MCU. I'm saying it.
I love it. Keep it up.
Come on, let's just be honest of what it might turn into.
Fair.
But I'm still gonna love J. Jonah Jameson because he's a shithead, and he's almost always shown to actually be like a good person.
Yeah.
Or at least a fan of Spider-Man in some respects.
Right. Unless he's buying a camera from an 8-year-old.
$100. Here you go. There's no film in this thing.
Film's extra.
You bitch.
Exactly what he thought.
He didn't say it, but we was thinking it.
Well, yeah, that's my like. That's my last like. So
Okay.
I'll let you.
I only have like one more small one. Happy Hogan.
Happy.
Jon Favreau.
Like Happy.
Love him.
Podcast favorite.
He's same. And just the fact that I still like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's great.
How can you know?
Because I don't think I gave him his own specific like, but I still like Spider-Man. He's good in the movies.
He's good people.
He's good in the pictures. I like Tom Holland Spider-Man.
He's good.
He's good at it. He's good at being Spider-Man. He's good at being Peter. I think he does both really well.
Facts. I agree with you.
I enjoy him in the movies. I'm looking forward to more of him. And I'm going to leave it at that on likes for me.
That's fair. Some
So
good
now,
likes in there.
Some great likes. Both sides.
Both sides.
All of
you
them.
know.
All the likes. Both sides.
All right, let's get to some dislikes.
All right.
I have... Oh, I'm sorry. I do have one more like. Sorry, before we get to dislikes.
Do it.
The end credit scenes, I think they both were really good.
Yeah, we didn't... Okay. Delaying the dislikes for a little bit. We got to talk about one of them.
So the first scene was J. Jonah Jameson coming up, reading the thing.
Yes.
And then Mysterio revealing that Spider-Man is Peter Parker.
Yes.
And showing his actual yearbook photo.
Yes. Oh, my God.
Hilarious. What the fuck? Yes. Then he did the... he did the Home Alone scream. Kevin!
I'm eating garbage and watching rubbish. Better reveal my identity to the whole city.
Same. I remember when I first saw that, I was like, holy shit. Mm-hmm. I was like, what are you going to do from here? Mm-hmm. I don't know. And I'm excited. Because now I know it is what it is. I know you told me what they do in the comics when that happens like a couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
If they do that, that's fine. I hope they don't.
Because in the comics, he at least in one instance, he just straight up takes his mask off. He's like, hey, it's me.
Right. Mario.
On TV. He's like, it's me. Spider-Man. Yes,
right.
That's like during the comics Civil War storyline.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what they're going to do in the movies.
Same.
Because Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man identity got out to a whole fucking train full of people.
He's just a kid.
Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, I don't think his identity really got out. Except to Gwen Stacy
and her dad.
Captain George Stacy, who that loose end got tied up pretty neatly by the end of the first movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the second movie. I was like, damn.
They both did. But I meant him
to
the first one. But yeah, and now this one, his New York knows who he is.
You know what they should do? A crossover with Man in Black. That would work for me.
Ooh.
That would work for me. I'd be like, all right, cool.
Like at the end of the next movie, the Statue of Liberty has some sunglasses on.
I would love it. That'd be great.
I'd love it.
Okay, so that's the first end credit scene. The second one is seemingly Nick Fury and Maria Hill are driving down the street. They're looking at each other. Honestly, I was like, oh, what they're about to do. But they were looking at each other, being weird, and then all of a sudden Maria Hill turns into Kree? Skrull. And then Nick Fury turns into Talos.
Yep.
And then they call Nick Fury, which you don't know they're calling him at first.
Nope.
And then all of a sudden it shows Nick Fury on what seems like a beach with a coconut drink, a fruity drink with an umbrella. And he's chilling. Then he gets up. The screen goes away of the beach, and he's in space somewhere, surrounded by other Skrulls.
Who's got my shoes?
Who's got my shoes? Or no, he comes out. He's clapping. He's like, let's get to work.
Yep. Who's got my shoes?
He's not doing a thing. Let's get to work. Hilarious. So yeah, I like those. So yeah.
Yes, because what the hell?
I have a question. What the hell?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what it is that where he is.
That's what the hell.
I'm pretty sure I know where he is, but why?
Where is he? Where do you think he is?
I'm pretty sure it's on a base for something called SWORD, which is like another acronym. Like SHIELD is an acronym.
Oh yeah.
I forget.
They talk about it in
WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure that's one of them, but it's like I'm pretty sure SWORD operates mostly in space.
Okay,
in the comics, at least, I think they do a lot of stuff in space. I'm pretty sure that's what that is, unless it's not, because who the fuck
So he
knows?
wasn't surrounded by Skrulls? There weren't Skrulls in that?
No, he was.
Okay,
but that's like I think that's like they might have been building the base or something.
Well, they already kind of had a base of Skrulls.
Yeah, because
though,
SWORD.
because
They
of
had
Marvel.
whatever the fuck that thing was. Mm-hmm. Because SWORD is like it's like they work. It's like Earth based, I think.
Yeah.
But they operate like protecting Earth from space, I think, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but it's something similar to SHIELD. But I think that's where he is. I think that's also like the general theory on what that is. And according to people in what is it? Falcon Winter Soldier, Steve Rogers is believed to be up there also. In some moon base. Like I thought he was on the moon.
Yeah, that's fair.
I remember hearing that. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Well, what if he is?"
But he can't be. We know what happened to
But
him.
he's not. But what if he is? What if some version of him is up there?
We don't want him back.
I do.
Oh, we got Black Falcon. Easy.
That's fair.
We got Captain America.
But I would love to see them fight side by side.
We saw it already on your left.
That's fair.
We seen it. Let's get this Captain America.
I mean, I'm happy with Black Falcon.
I like Black Falcon. I like.
You said it.
I did say it. I like old Captain America. I like new Captain America.
Same.
It's all good.
Same.
It's all good for me at least. I'm
It's
cool
all
with
good,
it.
baby.
Okay, so those are likes.
Yes.
Dislikes.
Okay.
I have two.
I have one, and it's not really against the movie.
Okay, I'll let
because
you go.
The movie can't help it. No Stan Lee, because he passed. So obviously they couldn't put him in the movie.
Yeah, fair.
But an upcoming movie does include a Stan Lee photograph, at least. It was in the Venom 2 trailer. Like he was visible. Like they made a point of like he was on a newspaper or magazine cover or something.
He wasn't in the first Venom. Was he?
I don't remember.
Oh, they're trying to get points.
It's been a minute.
This movie's gonna be trash, man.
I want to see it though.
If they're trying to get points. This movie's gonna be trash.
I want to see it.
But I hate Sony.
Anyway. I'm only gonna knock. It's a dislike because he passed, and it makes me sad. It's not a dislike against the movie, so it's not anything. It's not a serious dislike. It's just a passing dislike.
That's fair.
So that's all I had.
That's fair. Two dislikes. One of them was your like.
Okay.
Nick Fury.
Ah.
I didn't really care for him in the beginning. Like his entire, and I understand why his character was that way. Because he wasn't Nick Fury.
There it is.
But the way he was talking to Spider-Man, I was like, I don't know. Because, okay, and I didn't put this in Homecoming. I really didn't like Iron Man either in Homecoming.
That's fair.
I was like,
I think you guys may have said that I didn't care for the way he was acting in Homecoming.
Because you guys are treating this kid as if he's not a kid. Mm-hmm. And I don't understand, just because he has powers doesn't mean he's not a kid. Like, Professor Xavier would never. Like, don't, Woody. I mean, he puts them to work, but he doesn't yell at them. He mind controls them.
Yes,
That's
there
better.
it is. I was going to say, he does alter their minds to keep them from having all their powers when all their powers could kill everyone on Earth.
Are you talking about Phoenix?
Yes.
Well, that's fair.
Yes.
I'm not going to knock him for that. Actually, he deserves a congratulations.
He saved everybody for 20 years.
I'm okay with that.
To be honest.
And then he died for it. Well, in Last Stand. Until it got reverted back.
There it is.
So, but it's just fine. I'm cool with that too.
Pretty sure he came back at the end of the movie, like in like a almost post-credit scene type thing at the end of the movie.
Yeah, because he was talking to
it was like Moira.
Moira.
Yeah, she was like Moira, and then the movie ended. Or Magneto made that chess piece move, and then the movie ended. One or the other. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yes!
Right, because he was a ghost in the cartoons, right?
Professor Xavier?
Yeah.
Probably.
At one point, he was a ghost because he was...
Or he was like on the astral plane, or like his mind was somewhere else.
Dang, he was a ghost. I remember him being a ghost He was ghostly riding on that yellow thing because he was above the ground. Like he wasn't like riding.
It was a hover chair.
Yeah, but it was like hovering. This one, like I remember him flying. Like he's on top of people, like looking down. He's like, "Hey guys, I can't walk, but I'm above you." Because he was a ghost. I remember him being a ghost. At least I thought he was a ghost. I was like, this guy's a ghost.
Flying chair equals ghost.
Listen, tell me, have you seen it?
Yes, not recently.
In real life?
Oh, flying chairs?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I said. So,
No.
yeah, that's where my mind went. Oh, I've never seen a flying chair. Oh, he's a ghost. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. I remember him being a ghost.
Nope, that doesn't work. I was going to ask a question.
That's fair.
I was like, so is C-3PO a ghost in Return of the Jedi? But he's a robot. He can't be a ghost.
He's a robot. Yeah, fair. He's a robot.
Robots don't get ghosts.
Well,
at least in Star Wars. In Star Wars, they don't.
I was at Futurama. I think they do.
Yes.
I think Bender's a ghost a couple times.
Yeah. There's a robot devil in Futurama, so they make their own rules. They make their own rules.
But yeah, I just didn't really, and I understand that he was Talos. And I know Nick Fury wouldn't act like that because he was just being disrespectful. Like, the kid was doing all he could. Yeah. He's fighting a fake monster and he doesn't even know. And they're just treating him like he's shit. And it's like, and then they win, supposedly. And then he's like, hey, you can come to Berlin with me, Mysterio. Not you. You got to figure out what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
He said what he wanted to do. He said he wanted to be on a class trip. You made him go.
That's fair.
Fight this guy. He always picked. He was like, I don't want to be Spider-Man right now. He knew he didn't want to be Spider-Man at the moment. Or, then you made him, and then you're like, you're not cut out for this because you don't know. You don't want to do this.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Facts. I did not want to do this. You are correct.
Like, I'll agree with that. That's a good, yeah.
It's like, hey, you seem like you don't want to be here. I don't.
That's a fair point because I dislike the way Iron Man treated him in Homecoming. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was like, man, this guy has horrible father figures. That's why Ben is dead. Damn it. He would have been a better, like at least give him something. When I get it, like Iron Man was just like, I'm trying to protect you, but sometimes that's not the way it works. Yeah. You didn't like when your dad did it to you.
Yeah.
Because his dad did it to him.
Yeah, his dad's like, I don't want you to turn out like me. Instead, you're going to build fucking robot suits and weapons. And then Iron Man's like, well, I don't want you to turn out like me. And so don't come to space.
Same.
So you came to space.
So yeah, I didn't like him. And then even at the end, I know it was Talos, but he was just like, I guess you did a good job. Like, all right. But yeah, I was like, okay, this is where I dislike Nick Fury. Liked him every other time. Liked him at the end credit scene. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, then, yeah, to be fair, I like Nick Fury. I like Nick Fury.
Fair.
And I also liked and disliked Talos as Nick Fury.
Fair. Like, he did a convincing Nick Fury, obviously.
Yeah.
He was funny at times. The bitch please was hilarious. So yeah, I mean, other than that, like I get it.
Yeah, Spider-Man almost never gets his due.
No, I don't think he does.
I think that's like a big part of his character is that like he's pretty much always, even when he's doing good, he's not doing great.
He's not doing good enough.
Yeah, either like for someone else or just like for his own life.
Fair, I agree. My second dislike. The end credit scene with him up in space. I need something because I don't understand why Talos was there.
Yeah,
I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense unless we're talking about vacation. But like some people have, started to theorize, when did he go up there?
Yeah, because I know people were thinking like, Captain Marvel? Was he even at Tony's funeral? Was he around for anything? Right.
They were like, oh, a lot of people theorized, especially after Captain Marvel came out, they were like, oh, well, after this came out, they were like, oh, he's been up there since the 80s.
I wonder.
But like, that would make everything else obsolete, like Captain, like Winter Soldier and all that. So, not really obsolete, but like, this is dumb.
Well, I mean, or maybe when they killed him in one of the things, like maybe one of the Skrulls was him, or
that was Winter Soldier, though.
Or maybe it was just him the whole time, and he just can't fucking kill Nick Fury.
Nah, he was still halfway dead when he came back, though.
That's fair.
So, unless they're like, okay, we'll just shoot you where we shot this guy.
Or maybe once he died, he went to space and left a scroll behind.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's all very nebulous and weird.
Right.
So
I just don't. And probably because it's been so long, but it hasn't really been that long. It's not that I dislike it. I have questions that won't get answered by. I won't be satisfied until something comes out.
They probably won't be answered by Black Widow, but they might.
They won't be.
But they
Black Widow.
At least like a credit scene.
Let me tell you, I'll be surprised. Thoroughly surprised.
If you enjoy Black Widow.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I wasn't going to say that. But also, you might be right. I'll probably enjoy it. It's probably going to be an okay movie. I won't care about it.
Yeah.
I will be surprised if it answers any questions about any of the stuff we just watched or seen.
That's fair.
Including Loki, WandaVision, or anything coming up in the future.
Or the Soul Stone.
She's dead. She better be. If she comes back, I'm going to... Maybe she'll come back as an Asian woman. I don't know.
Oh, my.
Sorry. She thinks she can play him. Fuck it. I want to see it. God damn it.
I mean, but if Gamora's still out there somewhere, that kind of means she has to, too, doesn't it?
No, Gamora was from the past.
Yeah, but like she got snapped with Thanos's.
She better have.
With Thanos's
army,
yeah. And
well,
then
did she though?
But at the end of Endgame, they were like searching for her. They're like, she's out there somewhere, or
Well,
said like unknown or something.
Star-Lord was.
Yeah. So like I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's dead too.
I don't know. I mean, if she is, she is. If they both are, they both are. But if one of them is, the other one definitely should be.
That's fair. I didn't know Batista wasn't coming back.
What do you mean?
He's not coming back for Guardians.
Well, I thought he said that after. Oh yeah, because like after Thor: Love and Thunder, didn't he say he's not in there? Like he's done.
Oh, is he in Thor? Whatever it's called.
I mean, they kind of have to be, at least at the start of it, I think, because they all left Earth on the same ship.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read a thing that said like it was either after the next Guardians movie he was done, or it's after Thor: Love and Thunder he's done. I forget, but apparently he went to DC and said he wants to play somebody. I can't remember.
He said he wanted to play Bane. They told him
Yeah.
no. They told him no. They were like, no.
Why not? Oh, because it required them to make another fucking Batman movie. That's why.
Because we don't need it. Tom Hardy did a great job as Bane.
Oh, fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Use whichever one of those you want.
That's fair. Maybe both. Probably both. No, I don't know. I just, like I said, I'll still be surprised if Black Widow answers any questions for me. Yeah. I'm not gonna hate on it before it comes out, so let me stop. I'll still be surprised.
It's less than a month away at the time of this recording.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, July something?
July 9th.
Okay.
We're gonna go see it. They didn't.
Facts. Okay, so that's my dislikes.
Okay.
Slushie Meter.
Okay. You go first.
4.5.
Ooh.
I thoroughly enjoy this movie every time I watch it.
Nice.
I've seen it I've seen it about 3 or 4 times. This is probably my 4th time, probably. I like the movie. Jake Gyllenhaal does it for me, and so does Tom Holland. Everybody does a really good job. Even though I hate Nick Fury, like he was there, he did play this part. Watching that movie, I was never bored.
Yeah,
and I like how Spider-Man did things, and he was nice. And I like MJ. MJ didn't bring this movie down.
There you go.
Like other movies. So, yeah, 4.5.
Okay, I'm gonna go 4.
Okay,
I enjoy this. It's a solid movie.
Fair.
It had some of the will they won't they ness between Peter and MJ, because like that was his main focus throughout the movie, rather than like stopping any world endangering, rather than stopping any Avengers level threats.
Right.
So I was like, it had a little bit of that, but it also had the vacation road trip,
yeah,
superhero stuff happening. I liked it. It was solid.
The will they won't they wasn't overwhelming.
Yeah, like it had it, but it wasn't the main. It was Peter's main focus, but it wasn't the movie's main focus.
No, not even a little bit.
Which was the main. It was like the Peter's main focus and the main focus of the movie in Spider-Man 2.
It was the main focus in all three of those movies, and I hated it.
So
every minute of it.
It didn't like take up more space and time than it needed to in this one, in my opinion.
Fair.
It's a strong 4 for me.
Yeah.
I like this one.
That's fair. Let's not rate them.
Okay.
Let's wait till the next one comes out.
Thank God.
Yeah, let's give you some time to think about it. It's a whole almost a year.
And then we're gonna do all of them, or
Again?
just these 3.
No, what?
I mean the rating.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah. But it's some time from now.
Yeah.
We'll do it like we did Star Wars and DC.
Okay.
Maybe by then we'll have watched all the Marvel movies. And then we can just make an episode of just Marvel rankings. Now, obviously, that'll take some time, and it'll be a whole extra episode.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that'll be a lot. Was it 29? No, not that many. It's 23.
Man.
It's close, though. But I think it'll be pretty easy. I think the middle is going to be clogged, but I think the top and the bottom are going to be pretty easy to figure out. I think that's how it's always been working. The middle is where it's at.
Yeah, the middle is where some feelings get hurt.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But,
somebody's got to bleed.
Do you bleed?
You will.
Which was way better in the second. The 4-hour Justice League. Because he didn't say it and it was great. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So that was it for Spider-Man Far From Home. He goes to Berlin and stuff. 4.5 for me, 4 for young Chris. Stay tuned, guys. Next up, we have another movie, and we're
gonna tell them what it is.
No, they'll be all right.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, because it's a lot.
Oh.
There's no clue what's.
We'll leave them hanging. We'll leave them hanging.
It could be, who knows? It could be a lot of things. It could be a whoozy whatsy. It could be a thingamajig. It could be a whatchamacallit. Why wait? So
satisfied.
Yeah, satisfied. He does say satisfied. Oh man!
It like hits a kid in the head with it when he throws it at the crowd, doesn't he?
Stupid. Either way, watch The Office on Peacock.
Paper's never going away, so write that down. Classic.
Oh, your industry is decline. I know, I practically invented the decline. That was when he was talking to Oscar, but still. Same.
God.
By the way, have you noticed that there are extra scenes in some shows?
Yes.
We watched a couple episodes and I was like, this is hilarious, because I'd never seen those scenes, so I'm watching it. Which one was it? It was when I don't even know which episode it was, but there was an episode where it was off the rails.
I've definitely noticed a few extra things here and there.
I was like, this is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
And it was some good scenes, and I was like, thank you. I think the microwave episode they had some extra scenes in there about the microwave. But I get why they deleted them, because nothing ever comes ahead. No one cleans it up, no one whatever. But literally, in the one scene, Pam admits that she wrote the first note. They're like, you're so uppity, or something they call her, like bougie or something. She's like, what?
I'd make it worse. I'd make it worse. How would you make it worse? Wiping it with a paper towel. I'd find a way.
That's why I love Meredith. She goes, she was like, what a snob. What a rich snob. Just because people like things clean doesn't mean they're rich. Nah, they're rich. Then the episode we just watched was the let's get ethical. The ethics, the business ethics one. And I said it like 30 minutes before it even happened. Obviously, like we were watching it, and I looked at my girlfriend and I go, "The marinator," and she was like, "What?" I was like, Don't worry. You'll see. And he goes, she was like, I've been sleeping with Bruce, for discount paper, blah, 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 whatever. Michael goes, the Marinator, sleeping with suppliers.
This is a huge ethical problem.
I love it. Jackpot. I love it. Okay, so this has been the episode for The Office.
They're all like that at a certain point.
At some point. Either Batman or The Office.
There it is.
One of the two.
There it is.
Just bring it back home. I saw something today that said, this really messed me up. Someone said that Batman would lose all his powers if he got audited by the IRS. I was like,
well,
listen.
Yeah, when your self-proclaimed power is being rich. Yeah.
I was like, hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, enough slander.
Same for Tony.
Facts.
If he were alive.
Facts. Okay, let's get out this episode. Either way, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube and all the things at Slushie Review. Check out some older episodes. They've been great. I've been listening to them. They've been fun. Fun and funny. Simple. Other than that, I don't have anything else about Spider-Man Far From Home. How about you, sir?
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied and smiling. Is that what you're waiting for?
I don't know. I just was speechless. I was like, okay, he was satisfied, guys.
I don't know what I wanted.
Same, I did. It could have went one or two ways. I did not expect you to get upset. Oh, Christ. Okay. This has been Keith.
And this has been Chris.
And we are out of here.